Hey guys, my name is Ray, and today's the day that we just got some official images for episode 4, and I wanted to just show you guys and talk a little about these images. I just released the video. If you guys haven't checked it out, you guys can check it out. It's about Sansa and Daenerys and their tension that they have going on, like their little ongoing beef. That should be interesting to see how that plays out. But let's dig right into these images. So we see that we have the aftermath of Winterfell. That seems like it's going to be one of the opening things. We see all the dead. We see the pyres set up for the dead, and it seems like everybody is tending to their own dead. It looks like they're divided in different groups, and I don't know, maybe we might see some last, scenes with some of the characters that we lost in the previous, like Ed, Lyanna Mormont, Jorah, and them. We see this shot of Daenerys with Drogon, which is interesting because she might just be checking up on her dragons. Drogon is looking up, maybe at Rhaegal, maybe at something, happening in the sky. Most likely Rhaegal, maybe Jon riding him, who knows. I'm very curious to see what the status is of the dragons, because if Dany is talking about going down south already, that should be very interesting. Something I found very interesting about these shots at the pyre is that everyone seems to be very divided. And you would think that after this big battle, everybody would be kind of unified, but no, it looks like it is going to be everybody on their own, separated a little bit. I'm very curious to see what the dynamic between the Targaryen party and the Stark party is, because we even see that Jon Snow is not with them. He is right in the middle, and he still looks very gloom because they lost a lot of people. It is going to be extremely crazy to see how this plays out. I'm so happy though, because they're not showing us much of what is happening in the upcoming episode, only a little bit of the aftermath, kind of the stuff that we know we have to see, like the impact of the battle and everything. But we really haven't seen what the other maybe hour is in this, because it is an hour and 20 minutes almost, so that should be very interesting. We also see this image here of Daenerys with Missandei and Varys, and like I said in my previous video, Missandei had to stand up for Daenerys, and I'm interested in seeing how Missandei handles with that situation that happened in the cave. Would she tell Daenerys about it? Would she tell Daenerys about how close Tyrion and Sansa were? Would that be something like, lingering between everybody in this party? Now that Jorah's not there to kind of, ground Daenerys and reel her in, I'm very curious to see what happens there and the dynamic between her and her advisors, because we did see her once threaten Varys. And if Missandei and Grey Worm are planning on leaving her, like they said they would after the war, who will Daenerys have left? Tyrion? Tyrion has been a little bit iffy, so that should be interesting to see how that plays out. We see a shot of Daenerys' fleet. We see the Targaryen on the sails, the Targaryen sigil, and it looks like they will be traveling. We know that Daenerys and them will eventually go to Dragonstone, because there is a scene that we see Jon and her in it together. It should be interesting to see what's up with them, with their relationship, since we had the battle in the previous episode. Most likely in this episode, it is going to play out about Jon's identity, who he is, his parents, and all that stuff. It should be playing out. We know that they have the teleporters up in this joint, so in one episode we might be in King's Landing, one episode we might be in Dragonstone. We just don't know, and since these episodes are so long, I wouldn't put it past them to be in multiple locations throughout this episode. I mean, it's going to be almost as long as The Long Night, so it should be very interesting. We get this last shot of Euron over Cersei's shoulder, and it looks interesting because Cersei looks all smug as all hell, because we did see in the preview that the Golden Company is coming into King's Landing, and she knows that they were basically depleted, I bet, at this point, that they have no one to fight for them, and she has the best sellsword company in the world. Euron looks like he's saying sweet nothings into her ear. And an interesting thing in the previous images is that I didn't see Jaime in there, so it should be very interesting to see if Jaime went back to King's Landing after this, because we know that Cersei basically told Bronn to kill Tyrion or Jaime, and if Jaime returns first to King's Landing, or if he's like easier to get, would Bronn actually do it? God, so many questions. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below. Did you guys like these images? Did you see something that I missed? Let me know in the comment section down below. I guess today is a 2-a-day, so that was pretty dope. But as always, guys, remember to subscribe for more. Drop a like if you liked the video. As always, guys, it's a true pleasure. My name is Ray, and peace.